Love you.
Love you more, Pop. Think Mom might know something.
What makes you say that?
I don't know how she found out, but IG didn't do it. He was in DR when Zeke was killed.
Did she say she thinks it was me?
Nah, there's no way she could. I didn't say shit.
Your mother never shows her hand, Kane. You of all people should know that.
You ever think about just telling her? I mean, this whole thing was an accident, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I can't. She'll never forgive me.
Okay. But if she's figuring this stuff out right now, I think it's best if all this shit comes from you.
You really think that's gonna make a difference?
I do.
I don't.
As you just seen in that clip, the Tejada family bloodline is one of the most ruthless bloodlines we've seen in the Power universe. No one can trust anybody, everyone's going behind each other's back, but they all got to work together to figure it out, and that right there can be very, very dangerous. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into this and break down the first exclusive clip that we got from episode 5 between Lorenzo and Kane, because they have a secret about Ezekiel Cross, and it looks like Kane is thinking that Monet might be on the trail. Now before we jump into this and break down this clip, if you like Power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions like this, then hit your subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button and follow me on Instagram right here. The Tejadas, Monet Tejada specifically, one of the most ruthless, dangerous people that you will come across in the Power universe. So you need to watch your back, and right now Kane and Lorenzo are trying to figure out how to do that. So let's jump into it and break down the first exclusive clip from episode 5 of Power Book 2 Ghost Season 3.
I'm not like my dad. I'm smarter than him. Better than him.
The infamous Tejada bar. Of course, free drinks. We got Coronas that look like we taking shots of some kind of vodka or something. We got to get prepared. Now we know that Lorenzo is the one that killed Zeke. He's been keeping it under wraps because it was accidental. He thought he was going to kill Mecca. We already know how Kane is feeling about Zeke being in the family as a cousin, but once he was discovered to be the oldest brother, that right there made Lorenzo start looking at the family a little bit differently, and Kane felt some type of way. Now Kane is covering for his father because he started linking things together and realized, hey, if my dad would pay a GTG member to get my brother jumped, then what else did he do? Because Lorenzo was too excited that, hey, we finally got the killer for Zeke, when he didn't really care for Zeke that much. Zeke was a nephew, and then it turned out it was his stepson. So he accidentally killed him when he was trying to get rid of Mecca, because we know Mecca had a plan to run off with Monet, the 3 kids, and go start a new life with his and Lorenzo's kids. Now the thing is, Kane is trying to step up. Kane is the one that put them in contact with Noma, the new plug. Of course, Lorenzo didn't want to work with her because she was formerly involved with Dante. Dante was involved with Monet, and right now you can't trust anybody because this whole love triangle that they got going on is dangerous for all parties. Now Kane is talking to Poppy. He's letting them know, hey, maybe you should go ahead and tell Monet about it, because word is getting around that she's piecing things together, and she knows that the GTG member, he was in the DR when Zeke got killed. Now we heard him say that he wasn't in the country. That's why Lorenzo was so eager to get him knocked off, so this would be covered up. So Kane, he's been covering for his dad, but at some point he knows that this is going to get exposed, and he's thinking, hey Poppy, if you go tell Mom, then we should be good. Now in the trailer for episode 5, we see Tariq is the one that told Monet about that.
What you got for me? IG didn't kill Zeke. The source doesn't get more reliable than this.
Kane is known to be the hothead of the Tejada family, but if he found out that Lorenzo killed Zeke, if he found out that the GTG members didn't do it, if he found out that Lorenzo paid GTG to whoop on Drew, then what do you think Monet's gonna do? You have to remember, Monet has money, she has the power, she has Davis in her corner. So she's gonna be able to look a little bit deeper, and we also know in episode 1, during Zeke's memorial, she told Tariq, you're the only person I can trust. So for Lorenzo, hearing all this information, especially from his son who figured it out, it's kind of got him wondering, how much does Monet know? I've always made a prediction that he's going to be walking on eggshells this season to try to cover that up. And that's exactly what's going on here. Even though Kane is telling Lorenzo, you need to tell Monet so we can finish this, he doesn't want to do it because he knows Monet. He knows that Monet's not about to deal with anything like this and not put somebody in a body bag. She didn't even give the GTG member a minute to explain his side of the story. She just killed him. So if she's acting like that to someone she doesn't know, imagine what she would do to Lorenzo, finding out that he killed her son. From Kane's viewpoint, I can understand what he's saying. Let Monet know. Let her know it was an accident. Let's get this behind us and let's try to move forward. Because right now we need to figure out how we're going to make money. For Kane, he's looking at it as a business. Lorenzo's looking at it as, hey, this is personal. Both sides are right. Lorenzo accidentally killed Zeke, but accidentally killing somebody and that ain't something you can really just come back from, especially if it's your wife's son. So Kane's like, let's just get this behind us. Let me be in charge. Let me continue to run this. We move the guns for Noma. I'll keep your secret. But if Lorenzo tells Monet, in Kane's mind, he's thinking, all right, that's over with. We can all sit down, talk it out. It was an accident. Let's worry about how we're going to protect the family away from getting arrested with this Mecca thing going on, handle the business with Noma, and we just move forward. Because in Kane's eyes, everybody is going to die at some point. That's all a part of the game. But he wants Lorenzo to tell it because he's not going to say anything. But the only thing is, once that pressure comes out and Monet starts to realize, hey, it might be someone close to us that did that, because she's working with Tariq. And you know Tariq, he works with Kane. They cooperate, but they aren't really buddy-buddy. You see what I'm saying? So it could eventually come out, and Kane is saying it will be worse if the information comes out that you killed Zeke and you've been hiding it this whole time. But of course, Lorenzo doesn't want to say anything because, hey, the sooner I say it, potential chance that I could be gone. Here today, gone tomorrow. So Lorenzo, he don't want any parts of that. But Kane is like, we need to handle business. All right, there you go. The first exclusive clip for episode 5. Let me know what you think about this conversation between Kane and his father, Lorenzo. We know that they built that bond at the end of episode 4. But from Kane's perspective, I can see exactly what he's trying to say. Let's go ahead and get this from up under us. Let's all sit down, squash it, handle business with Noma, because we got more guns to move after the little shootout we got. And we need to put our head in the right direction so we can make this money, continue this operation for the Tejada family. Now, from Lorenzo's perspective, we just seen what she did to Detective Whitman. If she's willing to do that to a police officer, we've seen how she killed the GTG member. Monet is not playing around, and of course Lorenzo's been married to her, so he knows what she's capable of. Plus, Zeke was her escape plan. So I can see both sides of Kane wanting Lorenzo to say it, and from Lorenzo's perspective, not saying it. So let me know what you say moving forward. Are you with Lorenzo or are you with Kane? Or are we just gonna let this play out and Monet figures it out? Because we know Tariq is helping her. Let me know what you think. I'm J. If you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.